Sahana Bhavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishabhai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may He protect us both. May we both enjoy together. May we both exert together. May our studies become brilliant. May we not become disputatious and hate each other. Om, peace, peace, peace. Hari Om everybody. Welcome to our classes. It is very simple to be happy. It is difficult to be simple. Our trouble is we complicate things, and therefore to fill in those complications we go through a hell lot of things around. Tremendous. Just to fulfill that complication which is self-created. So the Vedanta Shastras start with removing these complications. So what is complications? What are these things that are complicated in our lives? One by one, untangle it. It's all tangled at present. Slowly remove it one by one. So the whole Vedanta stands on the concept of analysis. So it gives you a picture of who you are. We did it last time. What is the self? You are the self. You are the self means what? Self means the reality which existed in the past, which is existing in the present, and which will continue to exist in the future. That is the self. So we discussed this last time. Now, what is it? What is the self? So, Atma Kaha. What is the self? Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira Vyatiriktaha. On negating, they are not saying this is the self. I'll explain to you eventually. On negating the gross, subtle and causal bodies, the five sheaths, that which is a witness to the three states of consciousness of the nature of Satchitananda, is the self. So what is the self? Self is these which are not. Vedanta always goes through certain principles, certain concepts. These concepts are born because our ancient rishis and sages, they saw a different world. They saw the world which is completely involved in its own matter. And the only way to get out of it is to understand where we are getting involved. Everybody is getting agitated. But why am I getting agitated? A little bit of a penetration there helps a lot. It's a story of a father who was ready to go out somewhere. So the son asked him, Dad, where are you going? So, oh, there is this great Mahatma who has come, and I've been studying that person's scriptures, textbooks, and he's come to town, and I'm going to take his darshan. So the child says, yeah, very good. Shall I also come? No, you're too small. You don't need to come. I'll go and come. Okay. But are you going to talk to him something? Like, yeah, naturally, I'll take his ashirvad. Acha. What are you going to talk to him? I'll tell him the complaint which you already have. You have that complaint from me, no? He said, what? You have a complaint that I get angry very fast, right? I have a short temper and I shout at all. Every time I keep on shouting at you. You say, yes, you do have. And the man also knew he has a problem with short temper. Even in his office, colleagues had told that he is very short tempered. So I'm going to ask that. Yes, it's a very good idea, Dad. Please do it and come and tell me what happened. He goes there, spends the evening there, comes back absolutely happy. Absolutely happy. So he comes and he's sitting there, his wife gives him a cup of tea, sits, and the child comes and hugs him and says, Dad, what happened? I went to the Mahatma, he recognized me, 15 years back he'd seen me, but look at his nature, he recognized me immediately by name. And then he said, so how are you doing? How is your wife? And how? So I got a child now. Oh, I would like to see, all those talks were there. And then I told him, Guruji, I am getting tremendously short-tempered. I am getting angry. Though it looks like there is a reason behind the anger, the elevation of that anger is a little too much. It just comes very fast. So for other people, the anger doesn't come that much. For me, it comes gurgling over, boiling over. What should I do? The son is sitting like this and saying, then what happened? What did Guruji say? Beta, Guruji told me, do you know that when you get angry, your blood pressure rises, your hypertension increases. There are different negative things, negative energies formed in your body. Now, why do you want to get angry and literally destroy yourself? Don't get angry. Just relax. Don't get angry. Okay? Anger does not solve any problem. It only destroys you, and it doesn't even touch the other person against whom you are angry. So what is the use of getting angry? Don't get angry. And I promised myself I'm not going to get angry. And he's laughing. The son said, anything else Guruji said? No, but that's all he said. So he told me not to get angry. Dad, one question. You were getting angry. You went to Guruji to ask for a solution. Guruji told you not to get angry. Correct. But that you already knew, right? Not to get angry, you knew. What anger does to you, you knew. Therefore, you went. So, what is the solution? So, solution is, I get angry, what do? The solution is, don't get angry. It's like somebody asking, sir, this COVID times, I don't have any money at all. Bank is completely empty. I don't know what to do. My account is completely wiped out. All my savings are gone. Please help me. And the Acharya looks up and says, don't worry. I'll give you a solution. Put 10 lakh rupees in your account. Then you will have 1 billion. And we are, that's a good idea. And go. Hardly anybody understands. We don't treat the problem. Somebody says something, we say, okay, and move on. Majority of the people who are into so-called scriptural studies, so-called rituals, mechanically following, because they are going, mechanically just doing things without thinking why you are doing something. So there are very few precepts of Vedanta which follows. If you follow these concepts, then the studies of Vedanta becomes very easy. Here, he doesn't say self is this, self is. Many people talk about the state. I have heard many gurus talking about this state of supreme reality is so beautiful, this Paramatma Tattva. You are happy every time. You know, the world does not agitate you at all. You are standing in a marketplace. मार्केट कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में सबकी मांगे खैर ना काहू से दोस्ती ना काहू से बैर. I am there with everybody I have friendship. I don't have any enemies. I love it's such a beautiful state to be. They are talking about the state. Not a single person tells the path towards the state. So these three concepts you follow, it becomes easier. The other two concepts will be eventually explained. The first one, listen. I just name the three first. The first concept, the principle of Vedanta, knowledge always flows from the known to the unknown. Knowledge always flows from the known to the unknown. Every time. It is always what I know, and from there on, how do I explain something which is unknown? Therefore, the Shastras, including Tattva-Bodhah, including Bhagavad Gita, including all the Upanishads you can name, they never talk about the supreme reality, the state of Brahma. They just say it is there. But how to reach, I will tell you. Known to the unknown. In a bright sunny day, where it is difficult to see anything in the sky, one person tells a farmer, the farmer says, see, there's this beautiful crescent moon there. Can you see? He says, no, I can't see. I can't see anything because there is no reference point. You can't say it's beside this star or this position. Nothing is there. There's no reference point. So I can't see. Are there straight crescent? See the thin? No, I can't see. He says, okay. Do you see a tree standing in the field? So, yes, I see that huge tree. I'm not blind. I can see that big tree. Okay. Go towards the right side of the tree. Take your vision towards the right side of the tree. Okay. Do you see those two branches dangling by the side, which doesn't have much leaves and fruits? Okay, I saw that. The other was right, that there are not much leaves. Yeah, there are only 2-3 leaves. Yeah, I can see that. That's it. Yeah, right. Those two leaves fluttering, can you see in the breeze? The last two leaves just moving around. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, both of them are fluttering, right? Yeah. Look between those two leaves. And he looks between the two leaves, and lo, he sees the moon. So yeah, now I see it. With the aids of the tree, the branch, the twig, the leaves, he sees the moon in daytime. Without the tree, without the trunk, without the twigs, without the branches, without the leaves, he would not be able to see the moon. Correct? They are essential to dive ahead. Don't get stuck to the twig. Don't get stuck to the leaves and the fruits and the trunk and the tree. You'll never be able to see the moon. Knowledge always flows. So this example in Shastra is called Chandra Shakha Nyaya. A knowledge of Chandra, the relationship between Chandra and Shakha, branch. Known to unknown, one principle. Every time, whenever you are listening to any scriptures, any lecture, when you're writing down, taking notes, understand that the position, what you know, should take you to the unknown. The second is the famous example of rope and the snake. This I'm just telling you, I'm not explaining. There is a rope in the evening time you see, but in the evening time, because of the circumstances and situations and a little bit of twilight darkness, you assume it is a snake. So whatever fears are associated with the snake, you experience even though there is no snake. So the knowledge of what you see, the snake, and the fears associated with the snake to be removed so that the visibility of the rope is there. You understand the rope as it is and not as a snake. And once that fear diminishes, once the understanding that it is not a snake, automatically your whole life changes. Rope and snake. Keep it simple. The third way of studying is, many people say, sir, everything is an illusion, right? Yes, it is an illusion. So when everything is an illusion, the subject of Vedanta is also an illusion. Yes. So you are telling all my relationships are just in my mind. Yes. So the Vedanta subject is also in my mind. Yes. So it will also disappear. Yes. So how does it help? I really can't understand. There's this beautiful example again of Swapna Sihabad. When I am sleeping and I am in my dream, I am roaming around. All my friends come and they tell me, let's go to a beautiful resort. We'll go in the jungle. We'll just enjoy adventurous life, wild animals. Okay, chalo, let's go. So we went all over to some jungle, some resort. And there when we went, it was beautiful greenery. The greenery of the jungle is entirely different than the greenery of our gardens. Okay, it's entirely different. It's beautiful greenery. And as I was walking, I suddenly saw that nobody is there around me. They all deviated, and I deviated somewhere else. I have gone deep inside. Now I'm looking at, I have my camera, I'm looking, I don't know what to do. I don't have any mobile phone, or I have a mobile phone, but I don't have what they call the network. So network is not there, and I'm moving around. And then I hear a roar. Anything else would not frighten me at any point of time, but that roar came right behind. I turned back and I saw a majestic, beautiful lion with its extremely kind eyes looking at me, wondering, should I be a breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And it starts pounding at me, running. I look at that and I start running. I run helter-skelter, very fast runner, but the lion is gaining on me. Ultimately, I slip, I trip on a particular branch and fall down like this, face up. And suddenly I find the lion right there with his paws over me. I am praying. He is ready to pray. One hit the lion gives. He mauls my face and I get up. The wife sleeping beside me says, what happened? What happened? What happened? What a dream, my God. The way that lion slept, that lion's hit woke me up for my nightmarish dream to the reality. Vedanta also functions the same way. It wakes me up from my dream state, where all the suffering is there, to a state of reality. Then what happens? The world disappears. Hare Bapre. Really? The world disappears completely? Completely. So when I wake up, when these realized people wake up, what do they see? They don't see anything. They don't see the sun, the moon, the flood, nothing they see. They don't even see their relatives. Wow. They don't see the rivers, the mountains, nothing they see. What do they see? Zero, black. The world does not exist. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know their name. No, they change their name, nothing. They don't know anything. People have frightened everybody else to such a level that people think, oh my God, the world does not exist. Matlab, it does not exist. To clear this fact, the world does exist. There is no escape from the world. We are living in a city, somebody is living in a village, some Mahatma is sitting by the side of the Ganges in his small kutia, which he has rented from somewhere, living a very simplistic, minimalistic life. But even there, he experiences the world. Even there, he says, don't listen to that Mahatma. You have no idea what that Mahatma does for a living. I am the only one. Okay, don't go listening here and there. Even they have the same qualities, negative qualities, even sitting in the Himalayas. The world does not disappear. When they say the world does not exist, what it means is the world does not exist as you know it. The world does not exist as you know it. What do we know as the world? World is full of corruption, bad people. I have only met two types of things in my life: difficult people and difficult situations. Everything is difficult. Every breath is heavy. What you understand as the world, what a general person, not you, you don't take it personally, what a general person understands as the world of strife and struggle, a Vedantin does not see like that. A Vedantin sees it in entirely a different way, like a dream, not take it seriously. So we'll do the verse now. So what is it? What is self? I'll tell you what it is not. मनोबुद्ध्यहंकार चित्तानिनाहम न च श्रोत्र जीवे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च व्योम भूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानंद रूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. I will tell you what it is not. What self is not. Mano, buddhya, ahamkara, naham. I am not this mind which is reacting to everything that it listens. Somebody says something, I react. Something crosses the mind, I react. My face is not my face anymore. It is the seasons which changes every moment. Sometimes it's angry, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's dejected. It just keeps on changing every moment. That's my mind. I am not my mind. I am not my intellect, which goes on discrimination based on current data. This leader is good, that leader is bad. This country is good, that country is bad. This is to be done. Every time the data changes. I am not this. The constant changes that looks around. Ahamkar, I am not this ego which keeps on propagating and saying, I did this. You know what all I did? You know what all I have accomplished in my life? How much knowledge I have, how many assets I have, how many houses I have. Have you seen my big car, my family, my children, my dog, rat and cat? I have all this. That ego also I am not there. I am not the one who sees, I am not the one who listens. Then who am I? Chidananda Rupa. I am that Shiva. I am that supreme reality. I am that God. Generator, operator and destroyer. G-O-D. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. At any point, you can generate anything. You can create something. Is it possible for you? Don't do it. I'm telling you now. Is it possible for you to switch off this video now and do something else? Maybe take up drawing just now. Yes, I can. You can create things in an instant. You can sustain things. You have been sustaining your life. You've been sustaining your relationships. You have been sustaining your job. Every aspect is sustained. You have the power to do that. In an instant, you have a power to destroy any relationship you want. I have seen couples who have been married for 50 to 55 years, and suddenly the lady gets up and says, I am not going to take this nonsense anymore that my husband dishes off. Taking, always be there to serve him. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live separately. Doesn't matter however less years, but I'm going to do it. I've seen ladies also taking the decision like that, or a man for that matter. In an instant, I can break any relationship. In an instant, I can mend any relationship. I am the destroyer. I am the creator. I am the one who sustains. I am that supreme personality, Shiva. So first, always, as we say, known to unknown, remove all the factors which are temporary. So what are the temporary factors? Gross body. What is the self? On negating the gross, subtle and causal bodies. So first, negate. We will negate, sir. Do you know God is there? Yes, we know God is there. Of course we know. Because we have got so many photographs, Krishna, Rama. I've seen Allah's banners also. I've seen Jesus Christ photographs also. There's so many gods. Guru Nanak is there. So many people. So God is there. Yes. Some people say, one child saying in one of our classes, I don't believe in God. I really don't believe. There is nothing called God. People who believe in God or don't believe in God, both don't know what God is. God is that X factor which we need to find out. So the length of a particular triangle or a square, length of a particular figure is 58, a rectangle. The length of the figure, keep it round, length of a figure is 20. The breadth of the figure is 10. What is the area? Let the area, so the answer, the first line we write is, let the area be X. Correct? And from that X, we derive on a particular formula what is the area of a circle or area of a rectangle, area of a parallelogram or a hexagon. We derive the area. But the first line is, let the answer be X. Let the area be X, let the length be X, let the breadth be X. X is not the answer. It is just a supposition given that our analysis, scrutiny starts from here. This is just an assumption given. Similarly, who made the world? God. 98% people are happy. And then you start asking, why did God do this? Why did God do that? Can't God see so many people are suffering and dying? And then we keep on giving reasons of why God did this. Some people come and say, sir, you know, that Rishi made this statement. Life is always in the dumps if you think you are happy. A stray statement. That master made this statement. Sir, can you explain this? That master made the statement. Why are you asking this person, Baba? You ask that master only. Why he or she said it. Don't ask the other person. Why did God do? मुझे क्या मालूम? God को पूछो. Nobody has any idea what it is. Something is thrown onto the face. And that concept is God. Live it. So to find out what that eternity is, to find out what is the principle, you need to know what all are not that. And the first line, on negating the gross, subtle and causal body. First of all, before negation, I should know what they are. I can't negate something which I don't know. I can't throw out something which I don't know. I can't discuss on anything. So find out what this gross is. He will eventually explain the gross body, but I'm just touching it here. Gross body is your physical body. Okay, it's as simple, just my physical body. So the physical body, what it does, it is a beautiful vehicle. Classic vehicle. A vehicle without any spare parts. So even when you buy a shirt or anything, underneath there is always a one button stitched. You know, in case a button breaks, you can take this button. Everything has a spare, a little bit. Even when you are buying a earphone, they will give you something spare part with it. In case this rubber goes, you have to put this rubber. In my physical body, there are no spares. Everything is given, made to order. I have got 2 kidneys, you won't believe, really. Everybody has. Utna hi hai. You don't have 3, you don't have 4, 2, because both needed. You have a tongue, 1. You have 2, 1. Everything is given according to specifications. Why? Because this body is needed as a vehicle. Just as we have a car or a scooter or a bicycle or anything for that matter. We have a vehicle. We need to take care of the vehicle so that the doer sitting in the vehicle can go here and there and do his or her work. Similarly, the gross body is a vehicle which takes the inner personality to various experiences in life. Different, alag experiences in life. Whole life. And it keeps on changing shape. Baby se leke, it goes, and then it reduces. That's the way it goes. It goes through all the modifications. So, gross body is that body. We have to take care of the physical body. We should eat to live. We should not live to eat. These are 2 diametrically opposite statements. Eating to live is to sustain this physical body in its optimum capacity. Whatever is the requirement for the body, you should eat. But no, like the first quotation I said, it is easy and it is difficult. It is so simple to be happy, but it is difficult to be simple. We would like to compliment. What all to eat? What to eat, what not to eat. Determined by who? Depends on religion again. All the this you should eat, this you should not eat. This you should eat, this you should not eat. It doesn't matter what different the thing. I'm a fully vegetarian. Very good. I to eat a little bit of non-veg. Very good for you also. But I don't eat veg and non-veg. I am actually a vegan, sir. Excellent. I am only a fruitarian. Very good. Eat something, Baba. Eat something that you can sustain this physical body for X amount of time. And whenever the body breaks down, it will, because it is a vehicle. Every vehicle breaks down. So when this vehicle, my physical body, breaks down, send it to the service center. Get it repaired. What is the service center? Doctors. Huh? Either you go to allopathy, or you go to homeopathy, or you go to naturopathy. If you are very intelligent, you go to Ganapati. But nobody does that. Go repair your physical body, give it enough rest so that it can come back and function. That's the job of the physical body. Keep it under good repairs every time. It should last, Shatago Samaha, says the Upanishad. It should last 100 years. 100 years. Sir, but before 100, if before 100, if I want to die today, it doesn't matter. Let it go. That you don't have, nobody has any control over death. But until things are happening, take control of your physical body. Rectify each and every situation that is going through in the physical body. Take ample rest, do exercises, do every aspect, eat good food, whatever is required for the body to sustain, so that it can carry this inner vehicle, inner instrument into different and great experiences. That which carries me from birth to death is this physical body. Got it? Gross body. Simple, eh? It's not difficult at all. On negating the gross, done. Subtle. What is subtle? Subtle body is that body which controls the gross. I won't say control the gross. It pervades the gross. Pervades the gross. It's subtle. Therefore, it is subtle. The subtle body is consisting of mind and intellect. The mind, functioning of the mind, it functions on moods. Today we'll do this. Why? ऐसे मन किया. Today we'll eat this. Man kiya. Today we'll drink this. Man kiya. Today let's go for a holiday. Let's go. Spontaneously we'll go. Why? ऐसे mood swings. Reactive to nature. Reactive to the world. In fact, the definition of mind is functioning on likes and dislikes. I like it, I will do. I don't like it, I will not do. A spiritual person said, do whatever you want, be happy, Baba. You, whatever you want, you do, be happy. Mind is this. This is what I like, I am going to do. This I don't like, I will not do. Now, when the whole life is tabulated into what I like and what I don't like, problems are many times that thing which I like may not be good for me. The thing which I don't like may be excellent for me. So the idea is not to function on them. And to not to function on them, the momentariness, the temporariness aspects of the mind is everybody is blessed with an intellect, buddhi. Intellect is that which judges, discriminates, demarcates, makes decision making of should I do this or should I do that. All of us have this intellect. Animals also have it, but they have a rudimentary. They can only decide between this herd. A lion thinks about the weakest animal in this herd, I will kill. That much discrimination is there. But not beyond that. After killing the buffalo or that animal, the lion is sitting and thinking, "Kyun itna paap kar raha hu? I don't know why I am doing this. Poor animal, it is running around and I just sit and kill." It's very wrong, very wrong. They don't have that discrimination. This is only a gross intellect, which determines. So, intellect is there, but hardly anybody makes a decision. The intellect is given to control the mind's vicissitudes, the changes that it goes through. That intellect and mind combined is called the subtle body, which is the driver, which pervades and controls or should control the vehicle. So the vehicle body should not have demands of its own. The mind should not have demands of its own. It should be the intellect that guides the mind. What guides the intellect? What guides the intellect? Intellect says this is what I should do. What comes into you that says I need to do that and I can't do that? I don't feel like doing this. That is not me. This is more me. There are some samskaras, some qualities in me that push me or push my mind and intellect to function in a particular way. And those samskaras is called the causal body. That which causes my subtle body, mind and intellect to function, and subsequently my body, gross body to function. Causal body is given a name called Vasanas. Vasanas are the seed of your thought. So physical body, gross body, that which makes the physical body run, mind, intellect. Mind is emotional by nature. It needs to be guided by the intellect. And that which makes the intellect, the thought, function, which is the starting point of the thought. We don't know what is the starting point of the thought, is called Vasanas. I get up in the morning and I say, I want to paint. It's a thought. Why did it come to you? Why did it not come to all and sundry? No. Everybody's thought patterns are different. Somebody wants to dance in the morning. Somebody wants to sing in the morning. Somebody wants to exercise and go to gym in the morning. Somebody wants to do yoga in the morning. Somebody doesn't want to do anything in the morning. All these are different things coming from somewhere. I don't know from where that thought comes. Since I don't know the source of that thought, because the thought is the only thing that comes first, that source is called Vasanas. Therefore, in Vedanta, it is said, Vasanas cannot be defined, but it is what makes you who you are. So we don't go to define the Vasanas because it is the source. We don't know what is the source. All these three personalities, gross, subtle, and causal body, physical body, mind and intellect, and Vasanas, I am not. Negated. So physical body, I am not. So whenever the physical body is in pain, I should never say, my God, I have been so much pain. Never. You say, my body, my hand is paining. Always you say this. I have heard this 100 times. My legs today, sir, it's paining so much. My knees are troubling me a lot, I can't see with my eyes properly. My neck is paining. It's my neck, my hand, my leg, my eyes, my body. Body is the possession. My is the possessor who possesses the body. Therefore, the body is a possession. So never say, I am in pain. Say, my hand is paining. It will become all right. Left eye is paining. Right eye, first class it is going. Attitude. One leg is paining, the other leg is perfect. One hand is paining, the other hand superb. I'll just take care of the other hand, it will become all right. Gross, subtle and causal bodies. I am not. On negating the gross, subtle and causal bodies, then the 5 sheets. Sheath means cover. A cover which holds on to something precious within it. So, I am not the 5 sheets. What are the 5 sheets? Pancha Prana. 1. Annamaya Kosha, food sheath. It's just Sanskrit words. Annamaya Kosha, food sheath. Second, Pranamaya Kosha. Prana, sheath of the prana. Sheath means a cover where a sword is kept inside. The cover is not important. What is inside is important. So these are these 5 sheaths that are enveloping the self. Okay. So first is Annamaya Kosha, that sheath which is made up of food. Second, Pranamaya Kosha, that which is made up of pranas. Third covering is Manomaya Kosha, that which is covered by one's mind. Fourth sheath is called Vijnanamaya Kosha, that which is covered by one's intellect. Fifth covering is called Anandamaya Kosha, that which is covered by the bliss of ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. When you don't know, it is bliss. I asked somebody, he said, always tooth pain. Paining here, I don't know what's happening. Why don't you go to a dentist? Sir, you don't. Once you go to a dentist, once you go to a doctor, they will find something wrong. But if there is something wrong, they will find, you can treat. Nahi sir, they will find 100%. Therefore, I don't go. Jab tak chalta hai chalaenge. Continuously, your stomach is paining for 6 months. What are you doing? Going to? No, that doesn't matter. I'll go when it goes very bad. Because they will remove something or the other. Then I have to go through all the janjat. This attitude. Ignorance is bliss. Even that is a sheath. So 5 sheaths, that which is a witness to the 3 states of consciousness. What are the 3 states? We experience it. Every day we experience it. We are awake now. I assume we are awake. I have no idea. Okay? I am assuming you are awake on that side. So we are awake now. We are discussing. We are trying to think matters. This is waking state of consciousness. I am awake and the waking world is awake around me. Completely awake. So the waker is there. The waking world is there. This is one state. If I continue this lecture for another half an hour like this, you will go into another state. And that another state is called dream state. I see this many times when we have offline classes. When I'm talking, especially concepts like this, a little bit heavy, there is a glazed, dazed look among students. So deliberately I keep on moving when I'm talking. So when I'm moving, I know that their eyes don't move. So I know they are gone somewhere else. Dream state. Gaya. So we go through the second state, dream state, where we are something different. Thank God for that. We don't have this personality. I can take any personality. I can be a Superman, I can be a Spider-Man, I can be a Hanuman, I can be anything. My dream can be anything. Whatever relationships I don't want in the waking state, they will not exist in the dream. Whatever relationships I want in the dream, but I don't want in the waking state, they will exist in the dream. My dream is completely in my hands. It's entirely a different world. There, a dreamer comes and he experiences the dream world. I see a beautiful tree and from tree, laddus are hanging. Possible. Everything is possible in dream. Suddenly you close your eyes, open your eyes, you are in mass. Possible. Everything is possible in the dream. That's another state. And the third state is where there is a dreamless state. No dream, no waking. What am I doing? Just sleeping. Just sleeping. Wake me up after 15 minutes, okay? Wake me up after 15 minutes. Pakka, 100% after 15 because I have important phone call to do. And you sleep. Exactly after 15 minutes, the person concerned wakes you up and says, get up, come on, 15 minutes is over. You look up and say, what, so soon? I just slept now. Hardly 2 minutes. No, seriously, 15 minutes is over. People have slept for 2-3 hours without realizing that they have slept. Each one of us has experienced that. in our lives. That is called deep sleep state. So we have experienced all these three, right? The waking state, where everything is looking extremely real. Everything is looking real. My God. All relationships look real. No relationships in dream have a problem. But waking state, it looks extremely real. We take it too seriously. But after 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, we pack up this waker and we wear another dress code and go into a dream. Waker world disappears. The dreamer remains. And we experience the dream world. Then we pack up that, go into deep sleep, where we experience nothing. The world does not exist. The sky does not exist. I don't even know my name. I don't even know whether I am a man or a woman or a child. I don't know anything. It's completely bliss. It's completely ignorance. Deep sleep state. When I am in deep sleep, the dream world disappears. The waking world disappears. When I am a waker, I remember the dream. I say, Arey, you know what? I dreamt that there was this, when I was a small child, I dreamt, I saw some horror movie. And I dreamt the Bhoot Pishach coming behind me with long nails, fiery eyes, and the white gown, and that lady was coming with blood dripping everywhere. And I ran I ran in the house, under the cot. I was sitting and shivering. And immediately the devil came. And she was about to attack me. Then, since it is my dream, it's a true story, okay? Since it is my dream as a child, I said, Jai Bajrang Bali ki jai, Jai Bajrang Bali ki jai, Jai Bajrang Bali ki jai. And I called my Bajrang Bali. Because he is the all-powerful, mighty God. Bajrang Bali came with his gada and said, what do you want? I said, please destroy this devil, it's troubling me. And Bajrang Bali hit that devil so badly. And both of them were fighting, but Bajrang Bali was winning. And in that peace, I slept. I dreamt. So when I wake up and say, that dream, this is funny here. You just brush off saying it did not exist. It does not exist for a waker. When I am a waker, the dream world disappears, the deep sleep world disappears. When I am a dreamer, the waking world disappears, the deep sleep disappears. When I am in deep sleep, both the worlds of the waking and the dreamer disappears. None of them exist over a period of time. But there is some power which goes through all the three states of consciousness and says, I am awake. I am sleeping now. I slept. So when nobody is waker, I am awake. That I is there. Dreamer, I dreamt, I is there. There is nobody there in the deep sleep state, according to our status. But there was something that carried the experience of nothingness to the waking state. To register, to say, I slept very well. Power nap I took, sir. 20 seconds or 20 minutes of power nap I took. I slept. And in our own experience, when you are in deep sleep, nothing is there. Not even my name, no society, nothing is there. Even there, something, the I factor must be there to bring in that experience towards the waker, accumulate it, accommodate it and say, I slept very well. So there is some power which functions through the waking state of consciousness and all my experiences, though temporary by nature. There is some power which functions in and through my dream and goes through this beautiful or horrendous dream experiences, but continuously temporary again, because it moves away. And there is some functioning of deep sleep state, somebody is there who brings the registration of the experiences. I slept well. That power, that self, beyond the waking, dream, and deep sleep states of consciousness. That's it. So that is the self. So what is the self? I am not the gross body, subtle body, causal bodies. I am not the five sheets. That which is a witness to all the three states of consciousness. Just a witness, the I factor. It doesn't get involved in anything. People get involved because they misunderstand what is this I. States of consciousness of the nature of Sat, Chit, Ananda. The self's nature is what? Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat, truth. As defined before, that which existed in the past, which is existing in the present and will continue to exist in the future. Sat, reality. Chit, intelligence. The self is full intelligence because it is defined as all knowledge. And when it is defined as all knowledge, how can there be ignorance? Somebody went to the sun and said, my God, you are shining so much, but you don't have any idea how much darkness is there on the earth on the other side. On one side you are shining, so you can see all sunlight. Other side fully dark, you are not seen. The sun says, Dikha, dikha mere ko. And he goes there. And as the sun goes there, it's bright. Wherever the sun goes, there cannot be darkness. So the sun can never see darkness. Knowledge can never see ignorance. It's not possible. Self is all knowledge. You know everything. All the powerful aspects of it. That is the reason that quotation of खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तदबीर से पहले खुदा खुद अपने बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या. Make yourself so strong that God, that divinity asks you, what do you want? I will give it to you, Baba. That is the power of each one of us. Each one of us, we have that power. That supreme reality is what we are. But then, we don't want that. We love to live in an illusion saying, I am all these limited facets. I am happy with a statue of Rama or a Krishna or a photograph. I am happy with my temples and churches and mosques. I am happy there. Why? Because that creates a gap between what I am truly and what I believe I am now. And all the teachers in the world want you to keep this gap. You should not know who God is. You should not know who the self is or what the self is. Because as soon as you start knowing the self, you will not need any middleman, including the person sitting here. You will not need. You need this middleman because the feeling is put into every common person that you and God, there is a difference between you. There is a time lag between you, and we are the pious people who fill in the gap. We are the mediators for you to meet God. Therefore, no teacher who has a shop of his or her own, whether it is an ashram, whether it is an institute, whatever it is, anybody who has something of their own will never give you this knowledge that there is no difference between you and that. Tat Tvam Asi. They will create a gap. And to create that gap, they will fill in with temples and churches and mosques. They will fill in with all kinds of statues. They will fill it with all kinds of rituals. You keep on doing everything with an attitude that you want to become that, but you don't believe that you are that. That's the worst part. Chit is understanding who you are. जब जरा गर्दन झुकाई, दिल में तस्वीरें यार देख ली. I don't need to do anything. I just put my head down and I can see the Lord in my heart. Tasveer Yaar is Lord. That divinity, I can see. I know where it is. The highest state. Chit. Since you understand this, you are always in Ananda. Happiness. This Ananda is different from the Anand in the bliss state. This Ananda is where there is no fall. We experience dukkha and sukha in life constantly, every time. Every experience, temporary experience, gives me either happiness or pulls me down in sorrow. Constantly. Here, once the chit, you have understood the intelligence of what you are and who you are. Then you don't go through these cyclic fluctuations of happiness, sorrow, happiness, sorrow, happiness, sorrow. No. You have reached a steady station of bliss, Ananda. Whatever is there, I see in the world, try to solve it to the best of your ability. And if you can't solve it, ask somebody who can solve it. If it can't be done, wait until a time comes to solve it. But never will I ever get agitated and tensed on any situation that comes on hand in any experience whatsoever. Therefore, such a person is always in Ananda. We'll continue next time. Thank you. Oh.